Hello, my dear children. I hope you all are doing good. So, today we'll be looking into a poem given in your English literature book named My Native Land, written by Sir Walter Scott. So, let's talk about the poet. Sir Walter Scott was a Scottish novelist, poet, playwright, historian, and biographer. He was born in Edinburgh, Scotland on August 15, 1771. His mother was fond of poetry and anecdotes, and it was from her that Walter received inspiration. In some ways, Scott was the first author to have a 20 international career in his lifetime, with many contemporary readers over many countries. His novels and poetries are still read. Many of his works remain classics of English literature and of Scottish literature. He began writing at the age of 25, and his first novel, Waverley, was published anonymously. He continued to write as anonymous, and his publishers persuaded him to allow further novels as by the author of Waverley. And for this reason, some of his novels were called Waverley novels. Dear children, some of his notable works are the Waverley novels, The Lay of the Last Minstrel, The Heart of Midlothian, Kenilworth, Old Mortality, etc. So now let us know something about the poem. My Native Land. The title itself suggests that the poem is full of the spirit of patriotism. The poem centers on the theme of nationalism. The speaker asks if there can be any person who has not been proud of his native land, thereby suggesting that every person is patriotic, that every person rejoices on returning home from his temporary stay from foreign countries. Just in case there is one who does not love his country, he is considered as a living dead. He is like the living dead. No one will care for him despite his power, titles, and wealth. Such a man who has been self centered will die without leaving a mark in people's memory. He will go back to the dust from where he came, with no one weeping for him, with no one honoring him, or with no one singing praises for his good deeds. Children, remember, a man is a patriot if his heart beats true to his country. So now let's move towards the recitation and explanation of the poem. My Native Land by Sir Walter Scott. Breathes there the man with soul so dead, who never to himself had said, This is my own, my native land, whose heart hath never within him burned, as home his footsteps he hath turned, from wandering on a foreign strand. If such there breathe, go mark him well. For him no minstrel raptures swell. High though his titles, proud his name, boundless his wealth, as wish can claim. Despite those titles, power and pelf, the wretch concentrate all in self, living shall forfeit fair renown, and doubly dying shall go down to the vile dust from whence he sprung. Vile means something unpleasant. To the vile dust from whence he sprung, that means from where he came, unwept, unhonored, and unsung. So it's a very beautiful poem filled with patriotism. Now let us understand the meaning of this poem line by line. Breathes there the man with soul so dead, who never to himself had said, This is my own, my native land. Breathes there the man. Here, the poet is not talking about a particular person. He is talking about people in general who do not have love for their country. That means a person who do not love his country. Breathes there the man means anybody who is not in love with his country. So, breathes there the man with soul so dead. You can see here, breathe and dead. Two opposite ideas are put together. No dead person can breathe, right? So when two opposite ideas are put together, it is known as oxymoron. It is a figure of speech. Also, you can see, children, the poet did not say that the body of the person is dead. The poet said that the soul of that person is dead. Which person? Who has never felt proud, who never to himself had said, who has never proudly said to himself that this is my own, my native land, who never felt proud of his land. What poet wants to convey to the readers is that a person's soul is considered dead. He breathes, he lives, but his conscience is dead because he has no love for his country, because he never felt proud of his country. Children, there's a very famous quote which says, "He who does not love his country can love nothing." And these kind of people die twice. One, when their love for, when the love for their country dies, when their soul dies, and another death is the physical death, when they stop breathing. So basically, if you don't feel for your motherland, if you are a person who has no feeling, who never feels proud for his country, you are a person whose soul is dead, and you are a mere living being. Therefore, it's not the body that gives life to the person, it's the soul. That means all that is good, that is worthy, is attributed to the soul. And all that is worldly, that means the name, fame, wealth, all these are worldly things that is bodily. That means our one day our body will be dead. Just like our body, these worldly things, name, fame, wealth, all these things will be dead one day. And only your deeds will remain here. You will be remembered by your good or your bad deeds. Whatever actions you have done here on this earth, you will be remembered for that. Now look at the next line. Whose heart hath never within him burned, as home his footsteps he hath turned, from wandering on a foreign strand. Foreign strand means foreign land. So the poet again continues from the first line and says that the person's soul is dead, whose heart does not burn with love, with patriotism within him the moment he returns from the foreign land. If that person's heart does not beat for his country the moment his footsteps turn on his homeland, when his foot touches the homeland after returning from the home country, he is considered as dead soul. And look at the next line. If such there breathe, go, mark him well. For him no minstrel raptures swell. So, my dear children, minstrels were the singers or musicians of medieval time. They used to recite heroic poetry or they used to sing praises for people. And raptures means intense pleasure or joy. So, what poet wants to say here is that if such there breathe, means if such kind of person is breathing or existing who have no love for his country, we need to mark him well. Means we need to take note of such kind of person, because for him, when he is dead, for him no musicians will sing songs in praises of his good deeds. That means after such person's death, no one will praise him, no one will praise his actions, his deeds, no one will weep for him, or no one will praise all his achievements, as he has no love and no respect for his country. High though his titles, proud his name, boundless his wealth as wish can claim. So, he who has no love for his country may be a person of name, maybe a person of fame and high titles. He may be proud of his name and high titles. He may be very wealthy that he can fulfill all his wishes from his wealth. Despite those titles, power, and pelf, the rich concentrate all in self. So, despite his name, fame, titles, power, wealth, he is the person who does not deserve any respect because he himself does not respect, does not love his country. He has all kind of bad things within him. Concentrate all in self means all kind of bad things are together in himself. Living shall forfeit fair renown, and doubly dying shall go down to the vile dust from whence he sprung, unwept, unhonored, and unsung. He may be living, but he shall lose his fame, titles, powers, and good reputation one day when he dies, and also he will die twice. One when his soul is dead, when because of lack of conscience, because of lack of love for his country, and secondly his physical death, when his body will be dead and he will stop breathing. When he is physically dead, he will go down to the unpleasant dust, to the very unpleasant place from where he came to this world, and his death will be unwept, means no one will weep on his loss. No one, when he's dead, no one will honor him. He will be unhonored, and his death and will be not celebrated. No one will praise his deeds. So, my dear children, wherever you go, never ever show disrespect to your motherland. We owe our motherland, which can be returned only with love, respect, showing patriotism towards our motherland. Children, there is no place in this world warmer than our native land. Indeed, there are many beautiful countries, many good countries in this whole world. But definitely, you should appreciate and respect all the nations. But the Josh for your country should always remain high. No matter where you are, no matter what the situation is, you should love your motherland unconditionally. So, my dear children, this was it for today. Hope you understood the poem. If you've got any query, please let me know. Thank you.